Hello guys, we are in autumn, but the weather, as you can see, is perfect. Good sun, no clouds around, and even if it's some moist on the ground, we'll make a good fire and hit a stick in the wood. So stay with me and let's go. Today we'll also make some wood for the winter. So yeah, I have brought with me the Scandinavian forest axe. It's perfect to fell trees and eventually to split it in half, the logs. It's a bit larger for the backpack, but it's perfect for the job. And I have to say that I prefer it to the small forest, even if the small forest, as we said many times, is easier to carry in the pack. Along the trip is always a good habit to grab some good material around. This is really dry because, as you can see, it's in direct line with the sun, so it's perfectly dry, and it's perfect to start our fire. Even if during the rain, if you can grab this material and you put it inside your clothes, you can use it after a few minutes. It will dry up with the heat of your body. As you can see, the storm has made this whole tree to fall. This is a good reason for you have to check your site before placing your tent or your hammock. During the night, a situation like this is not very good. Anyway, for this reason, it's always good to fell the old trees in the wood around your trail. I will cut this tree that's on my trail later. This is some wild animal. I don't remember the name, but I will put on the video anyway. This is one of my places. Was when I don't want to travel too much, I come here and I have a stick in the nature. And as you can see, I've already taken down some trees. I will cut this in half. Also this is a big size. I have put it down with this, and as you can see, I've made the sheet of my axe, small forest axe, by myself with some leather. This is not because the original sheet is not good. Bushcraft always make a perfect sheet for their axes. It's just that I prefer this that I've made myself, and then I just think that it's part of the process of loving the nature and loving to stay outside to make your own stuff. I always try to keep a good edge to the axe because I think that's really important to cut well. Even if I don't think, as I've seen in many videos, that the axe should cut the paper. The paper test is good for knives. The axes just have to be a little wider in the angle, because if you have to put a lot of stress on the edge of the axe, and if it's too sharp, the meaning is that the angle is too thin, and so it's easy that it will chip or blend eventually. Gonna turn around to cut the tree, and you should cut here, but the position, as you can see, for the ground is not very good, so I will keep cutting on the same size. Now we will start to make smaller pieces. Now with a ground like this, that's really wet, it's always better than we make a good base for our fire, and we'll do it just now. Good pieces for the base, like this. 1, 2, 3. Of similar section. Okay. Now, in the case of full winter, you can use the reverse fire. Start building the fire before starting it. We make a good pile of a good size, and then we start the fire on the top, and the fire will burn slowly down, and we have much heat for many hours. But if you want to cook and to make the ash, it's better to start the fire at the traditional way, because it's really quicker to burn, and so you have the ashes for your brace, your stick, to cook your stick. So you see, it's I know that many of us like to look on the YouTube for the perfect knife, the knives that come around, but I think it's really important also to know your knife, to become your knife should become dependable to you. You should trust your knife, so it's good to use always the same knife, because every knife cut a bit different. So it's not really important to have an expensive knife. You can use a Mora or any other good knife around. It's important you learn to understand the edge of the knife, the capabilities and the limits of your knife, because in this way you can use it at its best. And especially in the case of emergency or when it's raining and you are in a hurry, it's really important to know your knife very well. We will make some pencil size stick, and we can use the Scandinavian, the Scandi grind of the knife. Because of the Scandi grind you have a good tip, thick enough to take this job. I use this Bushcraft knife for 3 years now, and always use like this, and never had a problem with it. As usually we will use a piece of sherwood, and you try to catch the fire with a fire lance. Anyway, we put this in here like this, and we have to find the right spot. Sometimes the wind make the job. Not perfectly dry, but for me it's important that you find in the wood you can't always tell the direction of the wind, because it always changes. But anyways, it's better if you keep the weather going in the direction parallel to you, between you and your heat shield. So your heat shield will bounce the heat to you, and you won't have the smoke coming in your face. As you can see, the base made of wood is perfect. Otherwise, the moist and wet ground will slow down the process. Also, you can use the base made of wood to warm up your tea or your coffee, the water for your coffee. Some herbs. The perfect stick for a perfect day. My fantastic opinel. Really sharp. Awesome. Really awesome. This guy. This log here is the standing tree, as you can see, and it's preventing this tree to grow very well because of the branches, and also it can come down any moment. So it's good to take it down yourself if you can. Now it's done.